So some of you don't know who I am yet. I'm Jeremy Eugene Wilson. For the last 15 years, I've been behind the scenes of some of the biggest organizations, companies, gurus, celebrities, pro athletes, you name it, as a secret weapon. I help people overcome their inner shit to find alignment that then shows up in their personal life, their professional life, that creates success in all areas. But I'm most known for my zone of excellence, helping scale businesses through traditional branding, marketing, sales, systems, automation, recruiting, systems to build a company that's exitable, one you can raise capital for or completely sell. But my zone of genius, what most people are the most passionate about when they find out, is I'm a soul scientist. Not only have I gone through a lot of crazy stuff in my life that wanted me to understand how I'm wired, I've just always been fascinated with human behavior, understanding what makes us tick underneath the hood, what influences us beyond what we see with the eyes. So as you come along this little journey on these vlogs, I'm gonna do my very best, just give you guys high value and give you a little glimpse into the life of a secret weapon who owns his own brands. I have a publishing company, a software company, a self-development brand. I have equity in a handful of other businesses, consult and coach a lot of people. So today is a great example of working behind the scenes and being on speed dial to help big people solve big problems. I got a call last night from one of the best PR people in the game, Andy White, said, hey, we're shooting this podcast live with Jeremy Miner and Russell Brunson tomorrow. Would love for you to come and show up and host on video a VSL script representing them, their brand that Jeremy will use in his marketing on a paid ad. So I get to show up today. I'll be practicing my script on the way there. Normally I wing it. It is the top sales trainer in the country mixed with the top digital marketer in the country. So I want to make sure I serve them. So you'll get to see how I prep and prepare on the way there and get a little dose of what a day in the life of Jeremy Eugene Wilson looks like. All right, had a full day packed with coaching calls, consulting, training people on speaking. Now I've got my 2-year-old down taking a nap and we are prepping. We're about to go spend some time with one of my favorite audiences while we record the live podcast, Next Level podcast with Jeremy Miner, Russell Brunson. So I'm prepping, going over my notes, about to head out the door, excited for the opportunity, get myself in frame. I'm gonna do some push-ups, get centered and grounded, and go light some souls on fire.
Why do you do push-ups?
Just to get in my body so I can feel what's in my body instead of think what's in my mind, right? We leave here tonight from this session. We go straight to the music studio to track some music, and then I go back to being a dad tonight and getting my kids prepped for their performances this weekend. So today, as we're driving there, one of the reasons I'm so honored is Jeremy Miner is literally the best sales trainer in the country. He teaches people neuro-linguistic emotional connection. He understands what causes someone to pull the lever, push the button, stripe the credit card, zig instead of zag, and in a very ethical, integral way, how to master that ability. And then Russell Brunson, obviously, he's not only created a multi-$100 million business and served over 100,000 entrepreneurs. He's created a little mini cult. As soon as you are a customer of ClickFunnels, you're no longer a customer. Now you're a funnel hacker. So yeah, these two guys are legends in the game. They've changed the game. They've set a whole new playing board. So as we're driving, I want to share, like how I prep for something like this. One of my favorite quotes about speaking is, if you want me to speak for an hour, give me the microphone. If you want me to speak for 20 minutes, give me a month. If you want me to speak for 5 minutes, yeah, give me a lot more than that. Because the truth is, the shorter time period you have to talk, the more important each word is. What I did is I first got clear word for word what I was gonna say. I broke it down into segments, then I broke that into 6 departments, and then on the back side of the card, I broke it down into those keynote points. And so I'm gonna go raw and just riff to start with, see how good I am before I look at my cards. Read, recite, role play. We call this triple R. Write down what you wanna say, read it, because you're gonna say it, you're gonna read it to yourself, but record a video and then listen to yourself saying it a few times. And then you're gonna recite it. You're gonna say it without looking at the cards, without listening, and you're gonna record that too, and you're gonna go see the gap between reading it and reciting it, and at last you're gonna role play. Now with role play, you're not just gonna role play as if it's you in the moment doing it. You're gonna use other accents, you're gonna be like a method actor, and you're gonna role play it in other voices and other characters. It creates a healthy level of dissociation for the mind, and it's also just fun. So to begin with, I'm gonna open the frame with, hey, we're here live on set, recording the Next Level podcast with Jeremy Miner and Russell Brunson. I've interviewed a lot of high-level, high performers. I've been around all the gurus and behind the scenes in a lot of green rooms, and this is different. There's a reason I'm a little more excited than normal today, because these guys have literally changed the game. They've changed the game of sales, and they've changed the game of digital marketing. At the end of the day, this is not for everyone though, right? This is not for newbies. This is not sales 101. This is for closers and entrepreneurs that want to dominate the sales game. It's the difference between chasing leads and leading conversations conversations where leads close themselves. Your next step is simple. Click the link, book an appointment, book a call, and you're gonna have Jeremy and his team train your organization and mentor you guys to reach that next level and earn what they're worth. That's the piece I missed from my script. I missed that emotional signal. And earn what they're worth. You feel that? Are you earning what you're worth? So we're just a few minutes out. We're gonna run this a couple times. I'm gonna actually shift over now, listen to my brand new song I recorded last weekend called This Means War.
Taking a stand. This means war. Taking it all. This means war. No shame, no this.
I don't know, 15 to 20 active coaching and consulting clients at a given time. Pistol squat.
Got some cracks.
Yeah, I did legs yesterday. If I did that, I'd be tipping over for sure. All right, just a couple push-ups to get my breath in my body. All right, so guys, behind this door is the next level. And not just any level, the 7th level. Let's go. Two takes.
Oh, just go through there. Gravity. Yeah, I never do more than 2 takes.
Yeah, 2 takes.
I do it in 1 these days, don't they?
Right?
This is dependable.
Exactly.
When it fails, I know why it failed. I can't go.
For real.
We could theoretically hear him.
So I'll do like my first 3 cues, just an opening, a why Russell, why Jeremy, and then we'll do a second take for the other 3 cards. You cool with that?
Yeah.
We're here live on set at the Next Level Podcast with Jeremy Minor and Russell Brunson. I've interviewed and been around some of the greatest high performers there are. This is different, not just because they're better, because these guys have changed the game of sales and digital marketing. And it's the difference between chasing leads and leading conversations that close themselves. We live in a trust recession. Buyers are smarter and more skeptical than they've ever been before. They've heard every script, they've heard every single pitch. If you want to close at the highest level, you need conversations that lead to trust and certainty quicker. This is not for sales 101 beginners. This is for closers and entrepreneurs that want to dominate and actually get paid what they're worth. So here's your next step. Click the link, book a call, and get elite level training from Jeremy and his team. This is your next level. Let's go. All right, so we just nailed the VSL video. Really excited. It's been a great event. Russell and Jeremy dropped solid gold about identity shifting, how to use anchors, and basically break any belief in your funnel or in a conversation that leads to a sale. And if you're not doing that, you're not helping people. So you have a moral, social responsibility to do so. Feels good to hit that script, 1 take all the way through. We crushed it. Let's go finish the end. So recapping the Next Level podcast today, 1, it felt really good to have the honor to drop a script for a VSL for one of the top sales trainers in the world. But what I loved most was the conversation. The conversation wasn't just about sales, it wasn't about funnels, it wasn't about methodologies. A lot of it came down to the things I teach, which is you will never out-earn your own self-image. This book called Psycho-Cybernetics, written by a guy that was a plastic surgeon who for 30, 40 years see people snap back to the way they looked, whether it was for cosmetic or for aesthetic, whatever it was. And there's just some great points in there about identity. And so these guys talked a lot about identity today. And so it's really important in your marketing to understand how you can transfer an identity to somebody, which leads me to this next conversation. So this year and every year, a lot of people set New Year's goals. Like, I'm gonna do this with my health, and it's very tactical, it's very task oriented of what you're gonna do. And I set goals of who I'm gonna become, who I'm going to be, what identity I'm gonna activate in this year, and I choose identities that I'm gonna step into. And one of my biggest regrets, one of the reasons you're watching this video right now, is not documenting more of my journey, my life, share more value online, and ultimately embracing the identity of becoming a digital marketer to ultimately not just drive sales, but guide people to a higher identity that I'm capable of guiding them to. But the one I'm excited about and where we're headed right now is Handcrafted Studios, one of the masters of the game. He's a producer, a sound engineer, and we're going to his studio right now to record a song, a solo song of mine. I recorded the first one a couple days ago. It's already had a quick mix and it's good, but this one I wrote from my heart. And so this year, becoming a music artist is an identity that I'm fully embracing and stepping into. The opposite of depression is expression. You know, I'm a student of life, so I'm always looking to learn, and that's why I love to get into things, new identities, new skills. You know, I'm 42 years old, but I feel like I'm a baby, and I'm just starting to like finally get my feet. So yeah, music and art is a pathway to bring more electrical energy into your right brain where your soul lives, and ultimately show up with more creative problem solving skills and just more ease, flow, and grace in everything you do. So we're about to be in the studio. You cool if you shoot some vid today?
Sure.
Make people feel small or show them the crown. Name can spend your whole life trying to pick or choose or rise above the label.
Want me to loop it for a second?
Let me just look at the words. It's mind searching for meaning in everything. Maybe I should say the mind searching for meaning in everything, misses moments of joy and shades memories. I gotta get that one down right. It's a little bit verbose. A mind searching for meaning, that's better. Never lose, use your voice for good, or tear others down, make people feel small, or show them the crown. A mind searching for meaning in everything, misses moments of joy and shades memories.
Yeah, that sounded better.
I like that. I can live with it.
Things turn black, no matter how a path to get on track. Remember what you are, breathe deep, come back. Easier to question, doubt, and beat yourself up than walk with your angels, give it to love. You're perfectly imperfect just the way you are. Because like when you focus on pain, you miss out on all the beauty that's here, and it's our job to be like, what's beautiful? That's not how our mind thinks. And so if you do like shift to odds, statistics, the facts of the matter are like you're on fucking purpose. And an infinite amount of things could have taken you out of the game. You have to beat odds.
Yeah, anything, dude.
One of my favorite questions, and it was actually Gary Vee that said this to me, you know, like, when you get to heaven, what's the first thing you would ask God? And it's, show me all the near misses that I wasn't aware of. The time I bent down and a bullet flew past me. The time I was a little late and I missed the car accident. And as soon as you quit attaching meaning to everything and you just go, wait a minute, what choice do I have now? Can I go create joy from here? Or am I going to wallow in 5 minutes ago? And that was what this song was written from. Was like, I did not want to get out of the car at the park. A bitter, disgruntled dude. I wanted to go enjoy and be present with my kids and my wife. And like, so I wrote the first like 2 verses in like 10 minutes. And then when I got home, I couldn't go in the house. We had the park moment. We went home and I was like, I got to finish this track. It's like here right now. And it truly one line at a time without going back. I'm a writer, I'm a fighter, I'm a man with a plan. I'm a father and a husband, for them I stand. I'm a child of creation, a warrior's fist. I'm a winner even when I shoot and miss. Trying to decide, am I a sinner or a saint? I'm a teacher and a student that makes mistakes. All right, just wrapping the day, just left the studio. Tracked my heart out, feels really good. Wrote a song over the weekend called What I Am and laid it down today. And I was just having this conversation with Tate behind the lens, and I wanted to share this concept with you guys. It really helped me heal, right? When you go through some stuff and you learn to grow from your adversity and you learn to embrace resistance and challenges, and you really get addicted to growth. Sometimes one of the most painful parts of growth is that not everybody's growing at the same rate you are. So the hardest part of growth is expecting everybody to grow at the same speed. And I just want to share this little anecdote, right? L-O-V-E, love. L-O-V-E, let others voluntarily evolve. You know, if you're growing and someone's not growing at the same speed as you, it can feel frustrating, but trust that if you keep pouring water, giving your presence, your love, your care, sharing your growth with them, chances are they'll outgrow you real soon. Don't stop planting seeds and don't stop watering with love. Just want to share that little anecdote, L-O-V-E, let others voluntarily evolve. Yeah, so the car test, as soon as you leave the studio, if you've got even a reference track, even a quick mix, so let me get this up, and we're gonna get to hear this track for the first time outside the studio. Here we go. Who am I? Why am I here? Doesn't matter. I know what I am.
I'm a writer, I'm a fighter, I'm a man with a plan. I'm a father and a husband, for them I stand. I'm a child of creation, a warrior's fist. I'm a winner even when I shoot and miss. Trying to decide my sinner or a saint. I'm a teacher and a student that makes mistakes. I am everything and nothing, all the same. I am more than my thoughts, feelings, and aim.
I know what we are. Lights that shine. We are living stars. So that's my whole message, right? Beyond your skin, beyond your thoughts, beyond your emotions, you literally and scientifically are the electrical energy that inhabits you. We are like a living star, and you may not see the light that leaves your body with your eyes, but if you put on a different set of lenses, you would see that we're all transmitting this electrical toroidal energy field. We are voltage beings, and we're exchanging that energy with the quantum environment socially all the time, and we have control over it. You hold your breath, that light field retracts, you breathe deep, it expands, and our emotions cause us to forget our breathing pattern. We're not like dolphins. It's not conscious. It's just automatic. All right, thanks for coming along today. You know, this channel is designed to really allow you to see behind the scenes in a world that's now AI and templates and wondering what's real and what's not. You know, I feel an obligation to come out from behind the scenes and being the secret weapon and really show up and show you more who I am. And although I'm kind of known as the guy that always has a backwards hat on with many different colors, I think that's the biggest takeaway from today, right? Like a lot of times entrepreneurs become fully an entrepreneur and they rat hole themselves in that identity. Or if you're a parent, you become the parent, you get the minivan. And the thing I want, you know, you guys, and specifically you, if you're somebody that hasn't stepped into an identity that's a dream, or you haven't fully embodied all parts of yourself, to wear many hats, right? I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a businessman, I'm a child of God, I'm a music artist, I'm a marketer, I'm a sales guy. I'm all of those identities, and you can't put one single thing that defines me. So biggest thing I want to share, you know, give people a path through your business, through conversations, to embody the higher identities they want to become, whether that's through your marketing message or through the conversations with your loved ones. And one of my favorite scenes off The Matrix, I don't know if you're a Matrix fan, I love that movie. The Matrix 2, there's a scene at the beginning where, you know, they're like coming back to the little cave. There's just one little cave called Zion where all humanity exists. It's the last remaining organic humans on the planet, and the machines are coming to find them, right? And everyone's a little freaked out, and they're wondering, you know, when they're gonna be taken down. And Morpheus gets up to give this speech, and he's like, hey, you wanna know why I'm not scared? Because we are still here. And I just love that message, right? No matter what you've gone through, all your worst days are behind you. And I hope you really understand that all your greatest hits and all your best days are actually in front of you, because you don't have anything left. This moment's all we got. So be who you wanna be. Look like, walk like, talk like, act like the person of your dreams, and pretty soon, you'll be that person. So that's what the studio is about today. I wrote the song, What I Am, beyond the skin, beyond your thoughts, beyond your emotions. The real question beyond who are you and why are you here is what are you? We are electrical beings, and we are limited by nothing. So anyway, thanks for letting me get deep on you. I had a good time with these guys. Look forward to a lot more of these vlogs. Gonna go get some dinner now. In the meantime, shine on.